comfortable seat, just close the eyes and start to enjoy the breath. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Starting this journey inward. Take a deep breath in through your nose and bring your shoulders up to your ears, like everything is lifting up as you inhale. And pause there. Just notice this engagement, maybe all the way down to your toes. And then exhale through your nose, slow and steady, and just feel everything melt down into the earth. Shoulders release. Legs relax, belly is soft. And then inhale, shrug everything up. Feel this lift like you're pulling up this energy from the earth. And as you slowly exhale through the nose, releasing everything back down. And continue that breath and movement for maybe 3 or 4 more cycles, inhaling all the way up. And exhaling everything down. Feel the belly expand when you lift up, shrugging the shoulders towards your ears. Drawing the belly button in when you exhale and release back down. Let's go one more time. Inhale up. And exhale down. Take a deep breath in and out through the nose here, and just notice if you feel the physical body a little more settled on your mat now. Gaze in, see the breath traveling up and down the spine and beginning to spiral up and down in between the vertebrae. Feeling this liveliness within you, this sustaining force. From here, we'll drop the chin to the chest and just take a few big breaths, feeling this opening in the back of the neck, the cervical spine. Let the shoulders melt down, the head be heavy. Really feel those exhales sink you deeper within yourself into this connection to the ground. Feel this opening in the back of the heart space. And the next time that you inhale, just begin to drop the left ear to the left shoulder. And exhale there. Notice if that shoulder kind of creeps up to the left ear and just release it down. Notice if you're clenching in the low back and just softly begin to engage the core here to keep that length in your spine. Begin to walk those right fingertips out away from the right hip. You feel this big opening in the right side of the neck. Feel everything softening except for this little engagement of the core to keep the spine long. Allowing the breath to continue spiraling up and down in between the vertebrae. Begin to walk that right hand back in, place it back on the thigh, and just let the head begin to drop back, shining the throat up towards the sky. Take a few deep breaths right here. Maybe the lips separate. And the next time you exhale, just begin to drop right ear to right shoulder. Feel the body aligning itself as you breathe into this position and walk those left fingertips out now. And take a few more deep breaths on this side. And then bring that left hand back in and drop the chin back to the chest. Take a big breath in and out right here. And then let that next inhale just float the head back to neutral. Once you make it there, just start to roll the shoulders up and back, maybe inhaling as the shoulders come up, exhaling as they come down. Check back in with the belly, keep that gentle engagement of the core, but start to feel these waves come through the spine. Maybe puffing the chest out when you inhale the shoulders up and rolling, rounding the spine when they go down. Kind of turning this into a soft cat-cow. Just riding the wave of the breath as the belly goes in and out. Change that direction of your rotation, inhaling them up and then exhaling, bringing the shoulders forward, opening that space between the shoulder blades. Let the neck be soft here. Just let the head ride that wave with the spine. And slowly make your way back to neutral. And when you do, just start to draw some circles with the torso here. Breathing into the hips, keeping this movement fluid. Belly is still engaged even as you start to wake up the hips. Maybe you keep this lifting and lowering of the chest, this kind of cat-cow as you draw your circles. And change the direction of that rotation here. Neck is still soft, just allowing the head to flow with the body. Elbows, fingers, and arms are relaxed. You've lost that connection to the breath, just gently invite it back in. Maybe one more rotation here and we'll meet back at center. Once you're there, take a deep breath in, let it float the arms out and up, reach up tall. Feel that space between the vertebrae as you reach up, shoulders melting down, core engaged, base of your spine rooting into the earth. And the next time you exhale, just bring your hands together at heart center. Take a deep breath into the heart space. And feel that love and compassion begin to move with that liveliness within you as you exhale, overflowing from the heart. Feel this playful energy, this inner child begin to dance with the breath, igniting that inner self here to shine through your practice. Maybe here you set an intention for your practice, or maybe you dedicate it to that inner child, that playfulness. Make a commitment to remembering that part of you. The next time you inhale, sweep the arms back out and up. Reach up tall. And on the exhale, release that right palm down beside you. Walk it a little farther out. Really ground down in the left hip and bend into that right elbow as you reach over towards the right with the left fingers. Take a deep breath in, spiral the heart open. Exhale, curl the spine, turn the gaze down towards the floor. Inhale, come up. And exhale, curl. We'll do that one more time. Inhale up. And exhale, curl. And this time when you curl down, just release both hands down to the mat. Take a deep breath in, pull the shoulders out of the ear, keep that left hip grounded. And then on the exhale, begin to walk yourself towards the center of your mat and all the way around to the left, planting that left hand down. Ground the right hip and then spiral that right arm up, reaching through right fingertips, bending into that left elbow. Breathe into the right side body here. Keep the core engaged, the spine long, and on your inhale, spiral open. Exhale, curl down. Inhale, open. And exhale, curl. We'll go one more time. Inhale, open. And exhale, curl down and just release that right hand down here. Take a big breath in, pull shoulders out of the ears, lift the chest. And then on the exhale, just begin to walk yourself a little bit farther forward here in the center. Take a deep breath in, lengthen, and exhale, press the mat away or press the floor away. Curl, release head and neck down. And maybe you come up onto the finger pads here. Inhale, lift, bend the elbows in towards you to really close that space between the shoulder blades. And exhale, press away and round the spine. Pull the belly button in. And one more time. Inhale forward. And exhale, round. Come back to your neutral spine and begin to walk the hands in. Extend the legs out in front of you. Just tap out the knees here. Wiggle the toes. Rotate the ankles. And then from here, we'll swing the legs around and we'll make our way up to standing. And once you make it to your standing position, bring your legs a little bit farther apart than hip width distance and spread the toes and put a little bend in your knees like you're kind of springy. Pull the belly button in and up though, so you are really solid here in the midsection, but springy in the legs. Spread the toes, root down in those four corners of your feet, again, like you're pulling up from your arches. And then the next time you inhale, we're going to sweep the arms up, really reach up tall here. Maybe you get a little bit of an arch in the back, but really through the thoracic region of the spine. So not sticking the tail out, right, but just lifting through the heart as the core is engaged. Keep that springiness here. Take a couple of breaths, just close the eyes and kind of rock side to side here, like you're We have a big oak tree swaying in the wind. Fingers are soft. We'll take a deep breath in, come back to stillness. And on the exhale, we're going to straighten the legs, sweep the arms back behind you, and fold. And then when you fold, put a little bend back into the knees, lift the arms up behind you. Head is released down. Inhale, sweep everything up. Exhale, flush everything down. Continue here. Inhale up. Exhale. Fold, arms come up. Even as you straighten the legs, when you lift up, keep that springiness. Two more times. The next time you exhale and fold, bend the knees. Just release the arms down and kind of sway side to side here. Notice what's happening in the body. Feel that fluidity, that dancing, again, that liveliness within you. And then from here, bring your fingertips down to the floor if you can, or lift them up onto blocks. Heel toe your feet a little bit farther out. So the heels are out, toes are in. Take a deep breath in right here. And then on the exhale, we're going to bend into the knees, just about halfway down, flatten out the back. Core is engaged, heart is moving forward. And then on your inhale, we're going to lift back up into our fold. Straightening or straightening-ish the legs, releasing head and neck down. Take a big breath in. And exhale, bend into the knees again, about halfway, lift the heart. And then straighten the legs and fold down. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend the knees. And then inhale, come up and fold down again. Now from here, we're going to continue heel-toeing the feet out until they're about a full leg length. So if we were standing, right, our wrist would be about where our heels are. Turn the big toes in slightly now, heels are out. Lift up your toes, really make sure you're putting equal weight in those four corners of your feet here and lifting up through the arches. So here we have this tendency to round the spine. The pelvis is kind of pulling inward, right? Or I'll show you. So we end up kind of like this, right? Rounding where the hips are moving back, but it's because we're shifting our weight onto our heels. We want to have this equal connection to the earth here. And instead of the pelvis rounding in, we want to lift it back. So imagine that a string is pulling the base of your spine backwards and your hips are really going up and back. Core stays engaged, shoulders are pulled back here. Really press through the outer edges of your feet and feel the thighs spiraling inward towards each other. That'll also help lift the hips behind you. From here, we'll take a deep breath in, and then on that exhale, we'll bend the knees like we're squatting again. You won't be able to go as far down here, but keep the spine flat. And then straighten the legs back up. Exhale, bend into the knees. Inhale, straighten. Feel the thighs spiraling when you straighten them. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. One more time. And then this time when you exhale, we're just going to release into our fold, just melt the heart down. Continue feeling that spiraling of the inner thighs. Hips continue to lift up as you melt
the head and the heart down. Make sure you're not shifting your weight onto your heels or the balls of your feet, but really finding that equal connection there. And then walk your hands back in between your legs here and spread the fingers wide like you're gripping the floor or the mat with the fingertips. Bend the elbows here and just kind of pull the torso back a little farther in between the legs for a little more decompression of the spine. Slowly begin to walk yourself back in. And then from here, we're going to bend into the knees, engage the core, bring hands to hips, and lift all the way up. Once you make it there, we're going to turn the right toes forward. Make sure your left foot is in line with that short edge of the mat. Press through the outer edge of that right, or that left foot rather, and bend into your right knee. Once you're here, check to make sure you can see your right big toe. Pull belly button in and up so the bum is not sticking out and belly propelling forward, right? We're really long and firm in the spine. And then reach the arms out. Gaze is soft over that right middle finger for your warrior two. Stay active in that left leg. Imagine it's your anchor here, but soft in the toes. The next time that you inhale, we're going to gaze back over towards our left middle finger. And then on that inhale, we're going to follow the left hand all the way forward. And then on the exhale, imagine you're pulling a bow and arrow back. Follow that left thumb all the way back behind you. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, pull it all the way back. Use your Ujjayi breath here as you continue that in and out through the nose. Feeling those vibrations in the back of your throat. 2 more times. Inhale, follow that thumb. Exhale, strongly pull it back. Keep your lunge here. We meet back in our warrior two. Take a deep breath in and exhale, sink a little deeper into your lunge. And then from here, keeping the legs just how they are, we're going to cartwheel the arms down to frame this right foot. So once you're there, take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, sink a little deeper into that knee and use maybe your finger pads on the mat here to help keep you stable. Really engage the core though and keep that right knee over the ankle. Take a deep breath in and out. Feel this big opening here in the left side of the body. And then we're going to walk the hands to the inside of that right foot and either planting right hand down or coming up onto your right fist. Really press right bicep into knee, or the inside of your knee, and the knee into that bicep. Take a deep breath in, and as you inhale, begin to spiral open here. Exhale, bring that hand all the way back down to the ground. Inhale, follow that left thumb all the way up, spiral up. And exhale, follow it all the way back down. One more time. From here, we'll bring the hands again to frame that right foot and come onto the ball of your left foot now. Maybe step the foot a little bit farther forward. Take a deep breath in here in your lunge, and then on your exhale, begin to send your hips back, straightening that front leg. Inhale forward into that lunge again. Keep shoulders pulled back, spine long, core engaged. And exhale, straighten. One more time. The next time you inhale forward into your lunge, spiral back on that left foot again so that it's in line with the short edge of your mat. Walk your hands over towards the center so you're in that wide leg forward fold again. Inhale, bend the knees, shine the heart forward. Exhale, straighten the legs and fold. Take a deep breath in and out right here. And then from here, we're going to bring the right hand either to the outer edge of your left calf, or maybe you hold on to the outer edge of your left foot, just whatever your flexibility level is here. Take a deep breath in once you're there. And then on the exhale, we're going to begin to twist towards the left, maybe lifting that left arm up towards the sky. Keep lengthening through the crown. One more big breath in and out. And then slowly release that left hand back down, coming back into your forward fold. Take a deep breath in and out through the nose here. Really release into the fold on the exhale. And then we'll bend into the knees, bring hands to hips, and rise up with that flat back again. From here, we'll make our way to the other side. So we'll turn those left toes out, make sure that the right foot is in line with the outer edge, or the short edge of your mat. And then bend into the left knee, making sure you can see the left big toe. Check in with the spine here. Tailbone is moving south, crown of the head is going north, and reach the fingertips out. Gaze is soft over that left middle finger. Stay anchored in that back leg again, but soft in the toes. And then the next time you inhale, we'll gaze back over that right thumb and follow the thumb forward. And then exhale, pull it back like an arrow. Inhale, sweep it all the way around. Exhale back. Then just continue at your own pace here. Keep that left knee over the ankle, strong lats. One more time. Gaze over that left middle finger. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Sink a little deeper. And then cartwheel the arms down to frame that left foot. We'll take a few breaths right here. Keep pressing the hips open. Spine is staying long, but that back foot is still grounded to the mat. On your exhale, sink a little bit deeper into your lunge. And then bring both hands inside that left foot, and either plant left hand down or come onto that left fist. And we're pressing arm into knee or leg into arm here. So we're really stable in this lunge. And then on your inhale, you're going to follow that right thumb all the way up towards the sky, spiraling open. And exhale, let it sweep down in front of you. Inhale, follow it up and open. And exhale down. Check back in with your core. Inhale up. And exhale down. From here, we're going to bring the hands back around to frame that left foot. Come onto the ball of your right foot. Maybe step it a little farther forward. Pull shoulders back. Spine is long. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, begin to straighten that front leg. Not by jamming the knee back, but just pulling that left hip crease back. And inhale forward into your lunge. Exhale, straighten the leg. 2 more times. Inhale forward. And exhale, straighten. Inhale forward. And exhale, straighten. From here, we'll inhale back into the lunge, ground the outer edge of that right foot again, and begin to walk yourself a quarter turn to the right, coming back into that wide leg forward fold. Take a deep breath in, bend the knees, shine the heart forward, spine is long and flat. And then exhale, straighten the legs, send those hips up high, spiral thighs inward as you melt head and heart down. From here, we'll take hold of the outer edge of that right calf with the left hand. Take another deep breath in, lengthen. And then on the exhale, begin to twist towards the right, maybe lifting that right arm up. Keep lengthening through the crown here. One more deep breath in and out. And then slowly release back into your forward fold. Take a big breath in, lengthen, hips are high. And exhale, just release head down, melting into the fold. Maybe you slowly shake the head yes, slowly shake the head no. And then from here, we're going to heel toe the feet back in together. So they're not totally together, just about hip width distance apart here. And we're back in just a regular forward fold. Maybe there's a little bend in the knees. Find that springiness here again. And then on your inhale, you're going to walk your hands out a little farther so you're on your finger pads. And on that inhale, you're going to bend into the knees, come onto the balls of your feet, sending hips down towards your heels. Pull shoulders back. And then exhale, straighten the legs and fold, releasing heels back down to the earth. Release head and neck down. Inhale, bend the knees, come up onto the balls of your feet, sending hips down. And exhale, release, heels down to the ground, straighten legs and fold. One more time. This next time that you fold down, just pause there, take a couple of breaths. And then on your inhale, bend into your knees, press into the feet, and sweep the arms out and up overhead. Reach up tall. Take a few deep breaths right here. Again, keeping that kind of springiness in the legs, core is engaged. And then the next time you exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Close the eyes, take a full breath in and out. Just notice what's happening here. Tap back in or reconnect to that inner child. Take one more deep breath in and out. And then the next time you inhale, sweep the arms out and up again. Keep that engagement of your core, spine stays long, but bend into the knees, shifting your weight onto your heels, coming into your chair pose. Take a big breath in and out right here. And then the next time you inhale, look at that left thumb. And as you exhale, follow that left thumb as it goes back behind you. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, follow right thumb as it goes back behind you. And continue here. Strong breath. Strong legs. The next time that right thumb goes back behind you and forward, pause there in your chair pose. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, straighten the legs, bring hands to heart center. Inhale, bring them back out, sink back into your chair. Exhale, straighten the legs, hands to heart. Continue there. Keep the integrity of your core engagement and your spine here. Try not to let the tail puff out, right? One more time. Inhale, chair pose. And exhale, straighten the legs and fold. From here, plant your hands down and step or jump back to your plank pose. Once you make it to your plank, take a big breath in and out. Take another inhale, spread the fingers, and exhale back to down dog. Really root down in the base of the index finger and the thumb. Send the hips high. Pull the shoulders back away from your ears. Scoop that lowest low belly back. 2 more breaths right here, in and out through the nose. And then the next time you inhale, we're going to inhale forward through plank, drop the hips, lift the chest, upward facing dog. Keep the toes tucked. Exhale back to down dog. Inhale forward, upward facing dog. And exhale back, down dog. And continue there. Really use the power of your core here. Pull those shoulders back when you come forward, lifting the hips high when you go back. The next time you go back to your downward facing dog, pause there. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale. Release the knees out wide, big toes together. Sink back into your child's pose. Feel that gentle pressure of the mat on your forehead, and just let everything soften. Let the belly be soft. Let an exhale fall out of your mouth, and let a sound come out. Feel those vibrations of the noise connect you to the earth here. One more big breath in, and let a sound come out on the exhale. And then the next time you inhale, we're going to come forward into a tabletop position. Once you make it to that tabletop, spread the fingers out wide if they're not already spread. And then extend the right leg back behind you. Flex the toes down towards the earth here and keep the hips square. Feel the core engage here, really press through that back heel. And then we're going to send this right leg over towards the left, planting the toes down. Gaze over that left shoulder. Start to walk your hands a little bit farther over towards the left. Take a deep breath in, lengthen through the crown, and then on your exhale, maybe you drop down to your forearms or melt all the way down to the floor. Keep pressing through that left heel. Feel this big stretch in the right side body. The next time you inhale, slowly begin to prop yourself back up. Come back to center with the hands, and then use your core to lift that right leg back up and behind you. Bend this right knee. And then maybe you stay right here, or maybe you reach back with your left hand hooking that right ankle. Press that right ankle away from you as you lift the knee. Keep core engaged here. This little twist, shoulders pulled back. One more big breath in and out. And then from here, slowly, without slingshotting, release that left hand back out, but keep that right foot lifted. Walk the hands a little bit farther forward here, and then start to swing this right knee forward behind the right wrist. So we're going to release the leg down. Right knee is behind right wrist. Right ankle is behind or behind-ish the left wrist. So we're prepping for pigeon pose here. Come up onto your fingertips, tuck those left toes under, lifting the knee and sending that leg a little bit farther back, releasing left hip down a little bit farther. Gaze back over the left shoulder. Make sure that left leg is straight behind you. And if the right shin is not in line with the short edge of the mat, that's okay. It can be tucked in a little bit more. Just give yourself what you need in your hips here. And then once you're there, just begin to rock side to side. Keep shoulders pulled down and back. Core engaged to protect the low back from this super big arch. And just feel what you feel here as you rock side to side in your hips. We'll meet back at center here and find that place where the hips are level, right? So we're not leaning over towards the right, we're leaning over towards the left. And if you want to bring a prop underneath that right hip to keep it level, then feel free to do so.
Take a deep breath in right here, lengthen up through the crown. And then on your exhale, maybe you begin to slowly release down to the floor. And maybe you come to your forearms, maybe you come to your prop, or maybe you melt all the way down. Just give yourself what you need here. Let everything soften and allow those exhales to fall out of the mouth again. Make that sound. Really feel those vibrations radiate through you. Take 2 more deep breaths in and out right here. And then after that second breath, just slowly begin to prop yourself back up. And then option 2, just stay right here for a moment, or you can bend that left knee, lifting this left heel closer to your bum for the stretch in the quad. So now our quads. So maybe you stay right here. If you'd like to take it a little farther, you can reach back with your right hand, press the top of that left foot into the hand, and kind of pull that foot in closer to you. Keep the shoulders square to the front of the mat. Take 1 more deep breath in and out wherever you are. And then again, slowly, without slingshotting the leg, come back here. Plant the hands down, tuck left toes under, lifting that left knee. And then send this right leg all the way back into a 3-legged downward facing dog. And just rotate the ankle here. Maybe you draw circles with the knee. Do whatever feels right. Maybe you open out towards the right. And when you feel ready, just release back into your tabletop. Once you make it there, take a deep breath in and out. Maybe take a cat-cow if that feels good. And then come back to neutral. Once you make it back to neutral, engage the core again. And this time we'll extend the left leg back behind us and really press through that left heel. Take a couple of breaths right here. Feel this full engagement of the body. And then we'll gaze over the right shoulder as we cross that left leg over the right, planting the toes down, pressing through that left heel. Begin to walk your hands over towards the right. Maybe you stay right here. Maybe you start to melt the torso down for this big stretch in the left side body. Keep that lowest low belly pulled back. Two more breaths right here. And then slowly begin to prop yourself back up, walking your hands back to neutral on your mat, and then using your core to lift that left leg back up. Now bend that left knee, and then if it feels all right, shift onto that left hand, lifting the right arm and hooking that left ankle with your right hand, pressing it away from you. Open up the shoulders here. Try not to lock that left elbow. Take one more big breath in and out. And then slowly release that right hand back down, keeping left knee lifted. And then walk the hands a little farther forward as you swing this right knee behind right wrist. Excuse me, left knee behind left wrist. And releasing the shin down. So prepping for pigeon on the other side, tuck those right toes under, lifting that knee, and walk the leg a little farther back, and then untucking the toes, releasing it down to the floor. Once you make it there, just reposition in whatever way you need. Come up onto the finger pads. Take a deep breath in, lengthen through the crown, maybe gaze back over the right shoulder, making sure that right leg is straight behind you. And then just begin this rocking side to side.
Find a connection with your breath here as you move from one side to the other. Just noticing what you notice. And then come back to center. Take a deep breath in, lengthen up through the crown of the head, and maybe you bring that prop underneath the left hip to find that stability, that place where the hips are level. And then as you exhale, maybe you stay here, maybe you come down to props or your forearms, or maybe you melt all the way down to the ground. Give yourself what you need. Breathe into sensation and start to allow those exhales to fall out of the mouth again. Allow those vibrations to help facilitate this release of muscle tension, but activate the parasympathetic nervous system, this rest and digest. Take 2 more deep breaths right here. And after that second breath, just slowly begin to prop yourself back up onto the finger pads. Take a deep breath in, lengthen, and then maybe you lift that right knee up. Maybe you stay right here, or maybe you swing that left arm around, hooking the ankle or the top of the right foot. Keep shoulders square to the front of the mat. Take a big breath in, and then as you exhale, maybe you slowly pull that leg a little closer in. Big stretch in the quads. And then slowly begin to release that right leg back down. Tuck right toes under, plant the hands, spread fingers wide, lift that right knee, and send that left leg all the way up and back, 3-legged dog. And do whatever movement feels right here. And then when you feel ready, release that left foot down to meet the right, back into your down dog. Take a deep breath in and out in down dog. And then release the knees down. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Pull shoulders back, just feel this bend, this little kind of supported back bend, right, in this pose. Take a couple more breaths right here, core is engaged, put a little bend in the elbows even to help roll the shoulders back. And then the next time you exhale, just return to your neutral spine, walk your hands back, swinging the legs around. And we'll come to lie down on our backs. And once you make it onto your back, bend the knees, just so the feet are comfortable distance away from your hips here, not too close in. And then notice how you have this natural arch in your back, right? We'll engage the core so that we then press the whole spine down into the earth. So you feel this firm, flat connection. And then we're going to interlace the fingers behind the right thigh and extend that right leg up towards the sky. Notice if you start to clench in the left hip and just let that go. Relax the shoulders, the sides of the neck. And then here, the next time you inhale, just begin to round the spine, beginning with the neck, moving up to the shoulders like you're bringing your knee to your nose, and gently pull the knee in closer to your nose. Keep the belly pulled in, core is still engaged, and then start to walk your hands up to your calf. Take a deep breath in, lengthen, and then exhale, pull everything in like you're bringing your nose to your knee. Inhale, lengthen, maybe you extend back a little or release back towards the floor. Then as you exhale, curl everything up. One more time. Slowly begin to walk the hands back down the leg, rolling back down to the mat. Make sure you still have that flat connection there. Release the left hip. And then from here, begin to bend that right knee towards your right armpit. Fingers can stay interlaced behind the thigh. Sole of the right foot is lifted up towards the sky still. Or option here to hook your big toe, your right big toe with your peace fingers or the outer edge of your right foot. And just gently pull that knee slightly closer in towards the right armpit. And then if it feels all right, extend the left leg out, keeping the toes flexed up towards the sky. So left leg is still active. Take a deep breath in and out right there. And then we'll slowly just begin to release that right leg down to the floor, keeping the knee bent. Extend the right arm out beside you. Take hold of the outer edge of your right knee with your left hand. Let that left leg just go soft and relax now. And as you exhale, pull the right knee across the body for your twist, just allowing that left leg to fall over towards the left. Keep right shoulder grounded as best you can. Maybe walk shoulder blades in and down. And gaze can be over that right shoulder or it can be up towards the sky. Give yourself what you need. Pull the belly button in towards your spine on the exhale to elongate here, sending the tailbone south towards your heels. Take one more big breath in and out of this cleansing twist. And then from here, slowly come back up to center. And then release both feet, bending both knees, release both feet back down to the earth. And just allow that natural arch to come back into your spine. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. From here, we'll engage the core, again, pressing the whole spine into the earth. And then lift that left leg up, interlacing fingers behind the thigh, and extend that left foot up towards the sky. Relax the right hip. Take a couple of breaths right here, just adjusting, noticing differences. And then again, we'll slowly, starting with the head and the neck, begin to roll the torso up. And from here, we'll start to walk the hands up towards the calf, interlacing the fingers behind that left calf. Take a big breath in right there, and then exhale, pull everything in, knee to nose. Inhale, release. Keeping the grip, but just softening a little and maybe extending the arms. And then exhale, pull everything in. 2 more times. Keep shoulders back away from the ears. And then from here, when you release, just slowly begin to walk the hands back down, releasing torso back down to the floor. Make sure spine is still flat. And begin to bend that left knee towards the left armpit, keeping sole of the left foot pointed up towards the sky. And so here, maybe you grab the outer edge of that left foot, or maybe you hook your big toe with your peace fingers. Maybe hands stay right where they were. And then extend the right leg out in front of you, keeping right leg active by flexing those toes up towards the sky. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth as you just allow the breath to facilitate this opening in the left hip now. Spine staying connected to the earth. And then slowly just begin to release that left foot back down to the mat. Extending the arms out beside you, left knee is still bent. Take hold of the outer edge of the left knee with the right hand. Let that right leg be soft. And then on your exhale, start to pull the left knee across the body for your twist. Gaze over that left shoulder or straight ahead. Let everything soften, but feel the belly button go in towards the spine on the exhale. Elongating here. This final unwinding of the body. Letting that inner child dance and play in the space you've made, this freedom from within. A liveliness and creativity that now being unleashed inside you can express itself through the body as you make your way off the mat today. The next time you inhale, just come back to center, bringing both feet down to the mat, knees bent, let that natural arch in the back happen. Let the arms come out beside you like airplane wings. Just take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And from here, if you'd like to take any final pose before Shavasana, feel free to do so. Give yourself what you need. And then when you feel ready, just slowly start to make your way all the way down to the floor. Letting the feet fall away from each other. Legs releasing to the earth. The hips settle. You feel the breath travel up that beautiful arch in the spine now. Feeling the belly lift and lower with the heart. Shoulders melting down. Throat is soft and open as the lips separate. That space between the eyebrows releases, allowing you to travel fully in and dance with that inner child as you soak in the sweetness and integrate your practice here in stillness, Shavasana.
Slowly begin to come back to your breath. Experience that lively dance within you again. Maybe as the breath deepens, you begin to invite some movements. Maybe you stay just as you are. No rush in coming back here. If you are moving and waking up the body, there's no wrong way to do this. Just allow that inner child to guide you in whatever playful movement maybe feels good as you begin to connect back to your space around you. When you feel ready, just start to make your way to your right side. Pause there for a breath or two and begin to prop yourself back into that comfortable seat where we began. Once you make it there, inhale the arms out and up overhead, reach up tall. And exhale, bring the hands to heart center. And take a big breath into the heart space, this connection of you with you. And feel this inner smile begin to emanate from your core, this bright lightness within you. And let that smile express itself as the corners of your mouth turn up. Come back to that intention or that commitment to remembering the inner child, that sweetness and playfulness. Allowing the heart to dance in that playful energy and emanate out with everything you do on and off the mat. One more big breath in and out together. Just allow the exhale to fall out of the mouth. It was my honor to guide you. Namaste.